It was a Saturday at 2 p.m., the 18th of March 2005, in the Indian Ocean at a place called Wreck Point, located in the southeastern corner of Palsert Island in the Houtman Abrolhos Islands, Western Australia. 26-year-old Geoffrey was a skipper of a 79-foot-long luxury catamaran boat, a vessel owned by an Ocean Adventures company with 13 passengers on board, and was on its maiden voyage to operate 12-day coastal trips. The day of this attack, the water temperature was 71.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Geoffrey, with the catamaran anchored, was in the water with two other tourists snorkeling. Suddenly, from out of nowhere, a 20-foot-long great white shark went straight for Geoffrey, instantly biting him completely in half, and of course killing him instantly. The other passengers and crew on board the catamaran witnessed the attack in sheer horror. Luckily, the two other snorkelers who were in the water with Geoffrey at the time managed to get back on board the catamaran unhurt. A nearby fisheries department vessel was sent to the scene the day afterwards to search for any remains of Geoffrey's body. No part of him was ever found. On this YouTube channel, we, the creators of its content, don't know when we will be making another video in the series of great white shark attacks, but would like to leave our audience with what we believe on this channel are a few of some cold, hard facts on this subject. Countries around the globe passing laws when it comes to the reduction of commercial fishing and protection of the great white shark is ending up being directly responsible for the increase in attacks on swimmers, surfers, snorkelers, scuba divers, etc. Also, the other factor of increased shark attacks is a rapid rise in the human population along the world's coastlines. That all being said, it stands to reason that, just by the law of averages, if there are more great white sharks in the water with more people in those waters along with them, it's going to be equally more likely that there will be an increase in the number of attacks upon said people. Also, with the ever-increasing political control on especially Western countries of the scientists and environmental extremist lobby, and the pushing of their point of view have taken hold on how to deal with shark attacks, or actually the lack of, upon the human population, has ended up with little to no support from these scientists and political levels of Western countries for a reasonable amount, not a complete slaughter, of shark calls to happen in response to attacks upon the increase in human population living along the world's coasts. To go further, scientists and political figures in Western countries directly in charge have displayed an increasing pattern of refusing to issue a shoot-to-kill order on specific sharks that have killed humans. They are opposed to any hunting of individual sharks responsible for fatal attacks upon people, let alone the idea of implementing shark calls to aid in bringing down the number of attacks upon people. To the environmental extremists and the politicians, it's not the idea of trying to completely rid the oceans of its sharks. That, of course, would be a true crime against sharks. It's about putting the lives of humans first, and not putting a human's and sharks or any other animal's life, for that matter, as equally important on the same level to a human being's life, which seems to be the policy in Western countries these days. Finally, for me personally, being a scientist, I would state that, contrary to what a vast majority of other scientists think, shark attacks are not the hype of Hollywood. Yes, they are beautiful and awesomely powerful creatures by millions of years of nature's evolutionary design, but put people's lives first and look for responsible, factual, logical ways without any emotions and sensitivities involved when it comes to shark attacks upon people, where sharks and humans can coexist with the least amount to the no amount as possible of attacks upon people occurring.